Well, hello again. I'm Bill Russell, President of Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. We have another episode of Around the Lake, and today we have Karen Toney. She's with Ben and Jerry's in Davidson. I think, Karen, everybody knows what Ben and Jerry's is, but share a little bit about Ben and Jerry's and where you're located.
Great. Yeah, Ben and Jerry's has been in Davidson, North Carolina, for since 1993 now. I can't do the math. 30 years. We had our 30th birthday last year, and Jerry of Ben and Jerry's came to visit us. I begged and borrowed to get him to come to our fans, and tons of people showed up. It was great.
Oh, you had Jerry here.
Yeah, we had Jerry. He's the more fun part of the duo. He comes and does store visits and just makes appearances and stuff. He's great.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. How long has Ben and Jerry's been right there in Davidson?
We started in 93. Phyllis Schultz, the original owner, started the shop. She had her first one in Myers Park in Charlotte and then came up to Davidson. And I just happened to start a week after the shop opened in 93 as a scooper. I had a full-time job at a veterinary clinic. I was a vet tech and just needed to meet people and make a little extra money. And the rest is history. I became manager in 97. And then Phyllis sold in 2007 to a gentleman named Charles Durham. And then I actually just bought in this year. Now I'm a partner in the shop, even though everybody always thought it was mine because I was around, and I really treated it like my own. I just love Davidson, and I love the shop. I love the high school kids that we hire. There's not much not to like about it.
So Ben and Jerry's strictly ice cream, milkshakes. What all do you carry at Ben and Jerry's?
Yeah, no, classic food. We've got milkshakes. All of our ice cream is all natural, no artificial color or flavor. But we have cups and cones. We make fresh baked waffle cones every day. You can make milkshakes. We also do ice cream cakes, which you can make out of two of our flavors. A lot of people know that, but a lot of people don't know we do catering. We can bring the ice cream to you, whether it's a birthday party or a corporate event. If you want to do a customer appreciation or an employee appreciation, we even do weddings. I just did a wedding Saturday night for some people that are local to Davidson. So that was fun.
So we do catering, so we do special events, weddings, birthday parties.
Yep. And then, we like to support nonprofits. We do things we call benefit nights. If your nonprofit needs some visibility and to raise some funds, we do, store for a couple hours in the store. Percentage of sales goes back to your nonprofit to help raise awareness and then also raise some funds with that. One of our favorite community partners is called Continuing the Mission, and they raise and train support dogs for veterans that come back with PTSD and other issues. So they're a great nonprofit.
How many flavors of Ben and Jerry's ice cream is there?
Well, Ben and Jerry's makes like around 40. My shop, we can only hold 28 at any given moment because of the size of our freezer. So I'm disappointing someone every day because I have to pick the best flavors of those out of the choices, and there's always one that is not the one that you wanted.
And share exactly where you're located in Davidson.
We are at 202 South Main Street, right there in downtown, across from CVS. We share a parking lot with Pickled Peach and Summit Coffee, and there's a great community area in the back where you can sit and eat your ice cream, or we've got tables right outside. So right there under the stoplight.
What are your hours of operation, Karen?
We are open 12 to 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, 12 to 10 p.m. on Fridays, and Saturdays with the farmers market, we are open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Now, I remember way back around probably 2000, 2001, you were our small business of the year in Davidson.
That is right. That was 2000. That was a big deal. That was exciting to be a small business member as just a manager back then.
Yeah. And you've been through our Leadership Lake Norman program. We're going to be kicking that off. Applications will go out in the next week and be online for people who want to go through Leadership Lake Norman. Share a little bit about what you got out of the Leadership Lake Norman program when you went.
Yeah, I came to visit you the other day, and I saw my photo from 2000. That was a little scary. I was really young in business. I'd never been a manager because I was a vet tech. I was in the medical field, and the connections that I made with those people, I'm still friends with some of them. Um, the the classes that you all provided were great, but even just the networking and just learning from each other, not even just networking for networking sake, but learning how other types of business run their business, how they incentivize their staff or get into the market. Just there was such a wealth of information from the other members of that class. It was I still remember that as a great program, and that weekend retreat was really fun. Richard Terry did the Myers-Briggs, which I'd never been exposed to before, and that for me was life-changing.
You've been involved with Ben and Jerry's for a while. What is it you enjoy most about working both at Ben and Jerry's and in Davidson in particular?
Um, well, I've threatened to write a book. I've got about 10,000 words, and it's called Forever 16, The Real Scoop on Raising High School Staff. And it's somewhat the best and worst part of the job. I really like that age group because I predominantly have like high schoolers, 16, 17, 18, a few college kids, and I like introducing them to the work environment and getting to train them up, hopefully in the way that they should go. And but it's also like just the worst part of the job, managing high schoolers. So I love our community. I love how the town of Davidson and all of Lake Norman really supports a lot of businesses in Davidson. Davidson's a great little town with the concert series, and it's an environment where a couple years ago I went to Kim Fleming, the economics director, and said, we should do a trike race. And she's like, okay. And we created this trike race that's after the Christmas parade at Christmas in Davidson, where businesses supply a team of 4 people to do a adult sized tricycle relay race, which is just the most fun thing. It's everything that you're picturing right now in your head. It's all that plus costumes. Everybody has to come in a costume. So it's a great place to create the kind of life you want, and things like that also ultimately benefit me as a business. So when I compare my personal life and the business life and it's a win-win, that's always the best.
Karen, I've been to a number of the concerts on the green out there, particularly when they've had beach bands like the Embers. And I can't recall, are you open on Sundays when they have the concerts on the green?
I am. I'm open 12 to 9. But actually, this year they used to be always on Sundays, every other Sunday, and which was great. But a lot of businesses weren't open, so as a business economic advantage, it wasn't really helping out all the businesses. So we moved them to Saturdays. They're now Saturdays 6 to 8, except the Band of Oz is always on Father's Day, so that's going to be on Sunday, which is our big beach band this year. But in general, they're every other Saturday, 6 to 8. Plus, we've added concerts we call circles that's out near the Harris Teeter, kind of out into that business area. And then also on the south end, the Crazy Pig little patio, like a little smaller, more intimate, like 2 or 3 person band.
Sure.
So we've got concerts. So there's like 18 concerts for the summer.
Yeah. Well, Karen, we appreciate having Ben and Jerry's involved in the Chamber of Commerce, and you as well, and congratulate you on your longevity, being there, starting out as a scooper, and now one of the owners of Ben and Jerry's. Congratulations to you.
All right, thank you so much.
And we want to thank Joe Vagnone. He is a business broker, and he is the presenting sponsor of Around the Lake. Thank everybody for being involved. Again, Karen, thank you for being part of today's program.
Yeah, thanks it's good to be back. I've been away from the chamber for a little while, but it was time to get back involved and hopefully contribute, but also learn from what all the chamber has to offer.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.